Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us is a Tecsun PL-398BT, and I'm performing an evening medium wave band scan. We're going to go over features of the radio, we'll do a size comparison, then we'll start cruising the evening band. So let's check out the radio, the Tecsun PL-398BT. It's been a few years since I've had this out. Pretty cool radio. So I go over to functions and reintroduce it to the channel. So left hand side, we got a carry strap. We have an antenna jack, FM and shortwave for our long wires. Line in for MP3 players. Headphone jack for FM stereo listening on headphones. A mini USB jack to charge nickel metal hydride batteries. Nice. On the front, Tecsun model number. We have two speakers for the stereo sound and FM. Sounds very well. These are about 2 to 2¼ inches each. In the center there, you can see what it is. It has Bluetooth, FM stereo, shortwave, medium wave, long wave, and of course it's DSP radio. We have a main LCD. Kind of looks like a PL-380s. Kind of looks similar. As you can see here, we got battery level. What type of battery is installed? You can change that to alkaline because you don't want to charge your alkalines by mistake. Timer area, it shows which timer is active, your wake to radio or wake to buzzer. Over here we have display function showing the temperature. You can change it with the display button here to alarm time and to another alarm time that's not set and back to temperature. Now when the radio is on, it'll show local time also up here and signal strength, and signal noise ratio. We'll do that today. Local time is 10:37 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I live near Chicago, Illinois for information. And of course you can set that with this number 2 key to 12 hour clock. Over here on 1, you can see it says FM set. That can set the different bands for FM. You can go anywhere from 64 to 108 to 87.5 to 108. So it has 4 different bands you can select. And number 3 here, you can see it says 9K. 10K, that's for your medium wave stepping. Down the memory button here, we have the charge status, initiator, and changing the battery type. 0 is our beep on and off. Got a memory and delete function here. And of course you saw the numbers. Those are direct enter your frequencies, which is nice. Shows you the display button, has a lock feature, time set, wake to a radio alarm set, and wake to buzzer alarm set. Now, really neat thing about this radio is its real estate. It's quite large, and they added these buttons to the right-hand side. I think that's really neat. Let's take a look. ATS is our, what is that called? Auto-tuning storage. We have band keys. The first 2 are shortwave, second 2 at AM, FM, so you can hit those to go to different bands. If you press and hold any of those keys, it activates the ATS function. On the shortwave bands, as you notice, they have the up and down arrows. It has to go up the meter band and down the meter bands. And when you press and hold those, they have an A and B function. In the A mode, the ATS system will search the entire shortwave spectrum of bands and save any frequencies it finds to the preset area. If you hold down B on the ATS function, it'll only search the current meter band you're on, and that only, which is nice, and then save presets. That's actually very handy if you only want to save in certain areas. AM, same thing. You just press and hold, it'll automatically search the entire AM band, and FM as well. Now you get a total of 250 presets on shortwave, 100 on AM, 100 on FM, and I believe if you tap AM again, you get to long wave and you get 100 presets on that. So a total of 550. Also you have the ETM function over here, easy tuning mode. This is nice. This is if you're traveling with this radio. You don't want to ruin those 550 presets you already have in the radio. Use ETM. It'll do the scans just like this does, but it's temporary storage, and so you'll be able to pick up your stations and save them wherever you're at without ruining your existing presets. So it's like getting additional 550 presets for free. Love it. 2 extra buttons, view memory, view frequency. These are really nice. It says scan. This is really a really feature. If you press and hold the VF, it'll actually start searching the band. If it finds a station, especially on shortwave, it'll stop and it'll sit on that station for 5 seconds and then continue. And you can be there monitoring it. And if it's a cool station, you just hit the M key, it automatically save that to memory manually. I love using that. Over here, we have a bandwidth button, and I'll show you the different steps. There's 6 kilohertz, 4 kilohertz, 3 kilohertz, 2 kilohertz, and 1 kilohertz for bandwidth. Power and sleep function button. FM stereo on or off toggle button, and it looks like our light. You can turn the light off with this radio. The same with the PL-380. I think if you press and hold, say off, so now the light will not work when you press buttons. Except if you hit the light button on top there. That's right, it does do that. There's a light button there. Light snooze. So yeah, there is that. But let's go ahead and I think turn that back on. Okay. Then when it's on, it's not always on. It's on for like, I think 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Yeah, a couple seconds. So there's that right hand side. Let's get going. There's a lot of features on this radio. Tuning. It's notched. It's just going to be a challenge tonight. You'll see. You go too fast, it goes too fast. If you go too slow, it's annoying. But if you have presets, it's not so bad. Volume notched also. Digital volume control. Bottom, we got some venting for the speakers. And on top here, we have that light snooze button I showed you. And we got this really cool whip. It is about 3 foot long. Gotta love that. So you're really going to pull in those shortwave stations with the onboard antenna. On the back, you can see it's got the Bluetooth function. Switch it over to Bluetooth, this little slider here. It'll activate the function. You got simple rudimentary controls, previous and next, pause, play. I kind of wish that would be on the front. Like over here, they have a lot of open area like they did over here. They could have incorporated those buttons there, I think. That would have been nice instead of having them on the back. It's kind of a weird spot to have that. Kick out stand. If you can see the band information for FM. Medium wave, long wave, it's full coverage. Short wave, you'll notice it only goes 2.3 to 21.9 megahertz. And of course, it runs on 3 AA batteries, which are behind that compartment. All right, cool. Oh, and the antenna's a pull-up style too. So you can lay this radio flat on its back and have the antenna extend past the cabinet for rotation. Love that. Okay, let's do a little quick size comparison. And we'll probably get through about half the band tonight, but evening bands are pretty easy to go through. I can direct enter frequencies as well. CC Pocket is an AM FM weather band radio. It doesn't have shortwave, but it's a great little radio. I always like to bring out the CC Skywave. This is awesome. Compact. This has inclusion of weather alert and airband. Doesn't have long wave though, but does have the airband, which is nice. I do like listening to the pilots because I live close to an airport. And last but not least, we have Iron Man. He's the man with master plan. He loves Tecsun's radios with FM stereo, man. He's Iron Man. Loves his stereo, man. Okay, yeah, I'm getting crazy here. Okay, you get a deck of cards, right? All right, so let's go ahead and turn this on and cruise the evening band. So we'll start at the bottom. Signal noise ratio kicked on. The light, you can see that. Light does not affect reception, which is good. And you can toggle the first bandwidth. You can see the different bandwidths there. And then you can toggle your display. Local time. Alarm time. 2 alarms. Temperature. And back to the signal strength is the first set of numbers. And the second set is signal to noise ratio. We want both of those to be high numbers for best reception. So let's chase our first station down. Now, it tunes in 1 kilohertz if you go slow. If you go fast, it goes in tens. But sometimes it goes too fast and I have to backtrack, so bear with me. Oh, cool. So to my ears, I can just pick up some like Hindi music. I'm going to bring in this Turk passive loop, which is great. We'll see if we can't boost this signal. Turn this up a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty challenging. But if you're curious, it's CHLO, Brampton, Ontario, 441 miles, 250 watts. It is a summer evening, and it should be clear skies. Just gotta wait for it to improve. It could get better in the evening as it goes on later on. Okay, WAUK 540, Jackson, Wisconsin, 70 miles, 400 watts. As you can tell, medium wave is directional. There's an internal antenna it operates off of. And with this radio, I think it's fairly large. It's much larger than the typical like 310 ET or the 380. So as I have to turn the radio towards the direction of the station to pick it up and to this top edge. A lot of people don't know that, why I turn the radio around and why I don't extend the antenna. The back antenna there is only for FM and shortwave, not for medium wave. Medium wave uses that internal antenna so it can pick up those longer wavelengths. Medium wave has nice long wavelengths. Shortwave is shorter wavelengths, and of course FM is very short. Here's 560 WIND Chicago, local.
In most of these cases, the children got this way due to poverty and a lack of access to
Gentleman talking here. So this is probably WTCM, Traverse City, Michigan. We'll get some hopefully better stations here to show you how well this performs in the evening. Okay, two stations mixing on 590. This is probably KXSP, Omaha, Nebraska, 405 miles, 5,000 watts. There's also WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan, 137 miles, 5,000 watts. So they kind of mix. Okay, I think that's WKZO, what he just said. Cool. Here's 600. This is WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles, 5,000 watts. .610 KCSP, Kansas City, Missouri, 400 miles, 5,000 watts. Say big money at Menards. Love that commercial. WTMJ 620 Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 52 miles away. Not too far away, but it's directional, so sometimes it's hard to pick up. 10,000 watts at night, so not usually a hard one to pick up. Okay, this radio's pretty good at picking them up when I move the radio. Nice. Because most radios, when I move it 90 degrees like this, away from the station on 620, it tends to really drop off. That's coming in nice and clear. CFCO, Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles, 6,000 watts, country music. Yeah, loving it. Now let's see if we turn the radio, if we can't pick up St. Louis, KYFI. Just barely. The 630 is definitely strong enough signal to override that. Okay, Hispanic music on WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 75 miles away, 1,600 watts.
At night on a Monday.
Just heard him say WSM Nashville, Tennessee. This is 434 miles, coming in really good. You can see the numbers here.
And my part to make you happy.
So we're running into 670, which is a really strong station locally, and it's bumping into 660. But this is 660 right here. This is WFAN New York, New York, 750 miles. Okay, let's go back to the 3. So you can tune back 1 or 2 kilohertz to get a better signal.
Let's talk to Prince. He's calling up from Atlanta. Prince, you're on CBS Sports Radio. Hey, man, I'm gonna beat before you got too long back there.
Here's 670, the score, WSCR, Chicago.
Services rendered to the midday show. That was practical.
Home of the Cubs.
I know some of those questions were kind of weird, but, you know, that's how they do. Secondly,
And so when you don't have any transparency and everything seems, you're trying to figure things out in the dark, of course you're going to start your mind's going to go wherever it needs to go to make sense.
700 WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
Interesting, even uncovering and asking these questions. You're not allowed to ask these questions. You can't ask about
Rockin, and he kind of agrees that thinks it's a good move for me. Yeah, so say look, you did a lot to me. I learned a lot. I've already landed in this job. Don't need you for that. Just because I admire you, I'd like to have a letter from you in the file. Yeah.
This is WOR, New York, New York, 750 miles. Good selectivity on this radio.
All right, thanks a lot. Okay, thanks for getting what you would say, but I appreciate it. Sure. Worst thing you can do, say no. Yeah. And you still got your job.
I consider this particular profession to be beyond despicable, and especially right when you don't.
720 WGN Chicago. As you can tell, getting 710 was awesome because 700 is a strong station, and of course 720 is super strong. It's my strongest in my area. So getting 710 was pretty cool.
Welcome to WGN Radio, Lisa.
Hello, Raleigh.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
There we go. There's just a hint of music there. CKDM, Dauphin, Manitoba, 820 miles.
Come to me.
740 Zoomer Radio, CFZM, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Always sounds awesome.
no charge. Visit roofroof.com.
I've certainly been feeling the heat in the garden this summer.
750 WSB Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles. Kind of a whistling thing going on.
You for the next 180 months with their trusted Ragsdale 15-year parts and labor warranty on a new home comfort system. That includes no repair costs for the next.
Until I did find out about it just on accident by looking at the medical records of my own online, and then when I,
WJR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
Do not have my consent. They just kept telling me they don't need it.
The omega-3 fatty acids, flaxseed, zinc, alfalfa, the digestive enzymes that are cooked out of regular dog food.
We'll be scooping our Dynamite onto the food, then squirt my liquid chops.
It's coming nice and clear. WABC, New York, New York, 750 miles.
How happy your dog will be. It's a lot of responsibility on a dog. I get my Dynamite at DINOBITE.com.
Rita Cosby is on 77 WABC.
Okay, music there. I can't hover on it, but yeah, lead in for this program. Coming in great. So let's go to our local.
The second time I have seen my friend Dominic
It's madesimple.com.
Square is jumping on the buy now, pay later.
Here's WBBM Chicago 780 News Radio. They have old-time radio shows between Monday through Friday, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Central Daylight Time.
Increasingly popular with younger consumers. The video game business is showing up.
Picking up a hint of CKLW, Windsor, Ontario, 270 miles. Gotta go a little quicker. It's the faster talking dude than Todderbert. WGY, Albany, New York, 740 miles. At least I thought it was that guy.
So I'm not as concerned about it, but that's not to say that I'm wrong. So right or wrong on this issue. I do think that...
Steve, hang on. We're getting toward the end of our segment, so let's Jill weigh in on what you just said as we wrap things up.
I think this is a local station mixing with the Texas station, WBAP and WCPT.
I think that Justice Roberts had...
From the coach next year.
It's the music, man. I'm gonna get in trouble. Not really in trouble, but they copyright it. It's not fun. WCCO 830 Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles. Nice sports station. Sports talk.
Pet cremation services in Minnesota. Nobody understands the loss of a pet better than we do.
I showed this from my home from San Francisco, and she was in a kitchen, and they showed like 10,000.
Here's 840 WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky, about 300 miles. Ground Zero playing right now, and then they got Coast to Coast at 12 a.m.
Ice creams.
Yes, you got ice cream and meat. You got all in her,
Right, and
in her refrigerator, and she stored it.
Here's KOA 850, Denver, Colorado, 890 miles.
We shower, we brush our teeth, and we
Never forget.
look on.
Bear with me. CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles, French speakers.
Bonjour, je m'appelle José Todderbert. J'habite Yellowknife dans les Pays Blancs.
Exciting new styles from designers like David Yurman, Penny Preble, Mikimoto Pearl.
So yeah, this part of the band comes in pretty strong for my location. WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles. You can listen to the Saints games during the winter.
By our award-winning craftsmen right here in our Metairie Road store. Heart. History.
The most precious hour in American history had been lost.
Here we are, WCBS, New York, 750 miles.
The WCBS Author Talk podcast has just the book for you. Find it wherever you get your podcasts.
The world is so much uncertainty. Here's one thing you can count on. WCBS 880, New York's News Radio. Listen every day.
Very cool.
And I'll see you in a moment.
Here's WLS, Chicago, 890.
What does eating healthy mean? Sure, you and your family.
Old time radio on CHML, 900, Hamilton, Ontario, 430 miles. I'm just going to go up the band fairly quickly, which is easy to do. If you have presets, it'd be much easier than me manually tuning. I'd hit VF, but it'll stop every 10 kilohertz. Scan function.
From using the word attack in reference to shark. If you get bitten.
That's interesting. It lowers the down one when it's doing a scan on VF. It went to 2 kilohertz. Then when I hit stop scanning, it went back to 3 kilohertz. First time I've noticed that.
Save a family and change the outcome for generations to come. Find out how
Any difference?
you can get involved at Dayton.
So 980 is, I want to say, where is this? Missouri?
Mornings at 9, WONE. Get expert analysis and opinions from the best in NASCAR. Weeknights at 6 p.m. Eastern on ESPN AM London. It's Global News Radio, home of the London Knights. 980 FPL. Course Entertainment Company.
Okay, I'll look that up. I don't have that written down here. I'm surprised. I'll put the information here.
Here is the opening of NBA Free. Is WMVP, WSAG,
There you go. Chicago.
ESPN.
KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 450 miles. Local station. WHO, Des Moines, Iowa. 280 miles. I'm going to go quick, because I'm running out of time. Yeah, I talked about the radio a lot. It's a fun radio. As you can see, it's doing well.
Many people are vaccinated. There's been too much progress on the economic front.
WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
Taking action. I am temporarily
Eviction now that a moratorium has expired.
KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles.
White House says the president is challenging landlords.
Fact, quite frankly, not enough people have been vaccinated here in Louisiana.
WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles.
Is the darkest days of the pandemic. Search underway to Greenwood, South Carolina.
So we're just going to jump up to, say, 1500. This is like part of the graveyard band. We're not going to get much. Actually, we can go up to 1180. See if we can't pick up Wham real quick. Then I'll go to the top of the band.
Less than 2 years.
There we go. Clear. WHAM, Rochester, New York, 545 miles.
Any work, though it is another piece of circumstantial evidence. White House.
A Metro D.C. police officer who responded to the Capitol riots has killed himself.
WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
You're a veteran of the force. It sounds dead in his home Thursday.
That's not good news. Man. Okay, so we're going to go direct enter frequency. We're going to go to 1530.
This is Freddie and Fitzsimmons. There you go on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
Preventative maintenance.
Dynamite for life.
1540 KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles. Some people can pick this all the way up in New York.
And your dogs will love it just like mine do.
So there's a lot to explore when you get one of these radios. If you live in the Midwest, you're really fortunate because you can pick up East Coast, South Coast, the South Gulf of Mexico. You can pick up in Canada. You can pick up west of Colorado. It's just amazing. 1610. This is CHHA, Toronto, Ontario.
But he went to Dallas. They made the trade with Atlanta, so that's what happened because that's how Luka Doncic wound up with
1650 KCNZ, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles, 1,000 watts.
Trey Young and
top of the band usually has KBGG, but I think we're hearing KKLF, Richardson, Texas, which is 790 miles, 10,000 watts. Just barely pick up that music. Nice, cool. Okay, so we'll turn that off, call it a session complete. Off, there we are. All right, so there it is. There's a band scan with the Tecsun PL-398BT evening. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me a big like if you did. A lot of you guys like watching these. They're great little filler episodes between my reviews. 2, if you like Tecsun radios, shortwave, the AM/FM radios, and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, get notified of future videos and deals if I find them. Typically, Texans don't go on sale, but if they do, I'll let you guys know. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the 398BT. I like the Bluetooth version versus the MP, which is the media player. I have a lot of radios that can play MP3s, especially my TIV-DO or what do you call it, Retecus V115. I use it all the time for that, so I don't really need that for a radio like this. Bluetooth works really well with this speakers here. I like this a lot. It's a good little setup. All right, so there it is. Let me know how you like this radio, and we'll see you in my next video.